campus of UNLV. Summer League action continuing here. Lakers got their first win of this in the win last night, but he's back in action here tonight with the Lakers, and he had 9 going for the opening tip. And controlled by the Cavs. We are underway.
You know that.
However you want to look at it, could be worse.
I think it's better.
Bates over Bronny.
How about that?
Those trials and tribulations is something a lot of kids don't necessarily overcome.
They don't, but I've gotten to know Amani pretty well over the past 5 or 6
so far here in Summer League, and they think that he can be a contributor with the big team. And Bronny. Castleton with another rebound. Connect at the rim. Nance in and out. Of course, his brother, Larry Nance Jr. with the Cavs. Bronny.
More confident Bronny James in the last 2 games. He got that going last night.
And then free him up to be a little more confident in his game.
You know, and they played without Dalton Connect last night, who really is their first option.
And you check. Oh, nice look. Nice.
First round pick for the Cavaliers.
Lewis with a strong take.
Up to the expectations based upon the fact that his father's one of the greatest to ever do this.
Yes.
And again, this has never happened before, so we're seeing something unprecedented. And I am appreciative to be able to play alongside his son.
We're going to talk about that longevity of LeBron James a little bit later, just for him to be in a position to play with his son. Connect again.
Didn't play last night, but stepping back in as though he hadn't missed a beat.
Definitely some fresh legs from Connect. But that next season, LeBron put up those numbers. He was just drafted all-star, nearly identical numbers across the board. For someone at that age to put up that...
The GOAT debate, but we won't talk about that here today.
It's a debate. We didn't say who is. It's a debate that people have.
I don't think it's even a debate. But passing ability. He is the ultimate playmaker. And that's where Bronny's greatest strength is his shooting. And that's going to be the difference between the two.
So Bronny goes to the bench, take a little breather here in the first quarter. Squad up 4. 3 seconds.
0.9. You've got 2.9 seconds to be able to stay within the lane area, but you have. He's going to be able to do defensively, and of course, coming from a great program where Rick Barnes teaches defense as well as anyone in the college game, to go get another one. And the reason for it, the same reason why I felt like they would win it this year. Drew Holiday. He was the
Celtics who came close a couple years ago by getting to the finals and losing to the Warriors. It just added a different dimension. He was everything they needed.
To the game, coming away with a 1-point win. The first win of their summer league.
First win, even weekend championship game coming up on Monday. So what are coaches looking for?
That lost game.
Fair enough, but they do keep scoring, so it clearly matters somehow, right?
That's always, of course, that vision changes when you don't get into that pool.
Well, don't worry about that until we maybe get closer to the weekend. But again, 4 teams playing the semis to
be set in the playoff scenario. Scottie Pippen Jr. playing great basketball for the. And Michael, this is our first time working together, so just so you know, I talk so much, you're always going to step on.
Cavs kind of struggling in their half-court sets to get some decent looks. But that's a nice feed to Tomlin. I think his idea was better than his execution. And Traore would go to. Lakers push the lead to 3. The Emirates more. Of course, the Lakers were the inaugural winner.
All their players gave a lot of love to AD and Bron for the way that they competed throughout the Cup tournament for the Cavaliers this year. And I would like to see him come back and play on that same level with Allen on the floor. Nice execution.
Back to the Cavs in terms of, you know, having a roster that can compete with the best team, right? You got to have
Celtics. He was the guy also coming off the bench, giving them big minutes. They have to find more guys like
Tyson with the baseline move. He's fouled.
Yeah, you guys, his size obviously sticks out. His ability on and off the ball.
Up a few plays.
But you look at it, Michael, from the standpoint of if you have a
defense by Nance. So Connect goes to his left and off the. He takes it strong to the rim, but he's blocked by Nance. Tyson on the push.
There we go.
Look by Tyson, his 6th this season. They got 2 draft picks, Dalton Connect and Bronny James. They're both signed. And they also signed LeBron or Green.
Whether it be Jared Vanderbilt, who was hurt most of last year, to really produce.
No, Michael, I call myself favorite students. I text Bobby constantly, hey, does this work? Does this work? I'm always asking about trades. And Bobby is teaching a class. Easy call to make. Shocking with timeouts being so rare. Only getting
experience to the collective bargaining agreement, how teams are managing their team. And for people at home, Bobby, can you put it into simple?
The inability to sign a player outside the veteran minimum exception. The ability to add salary in a trade makes it certainly more restrictive. The ability to come in the second apron, your pick in 2032 now becomes frozen. The inability to trade that pick. If you finish in the second apron, and luxury tax is basically going to be replaced by these new apron rules here. Teams are going to go into luxury tax more because it's less Boston. Boston's going to be the most interesting team next year, certainly with their ownership situation. But they have the possibility of spending $500.
Worth it as a NBA, executive? Is it worth it to pay that $500 million?
If they lose in the first round again, then you ask the ownership, is it worth it? Is it worth
playoff run?
Yeah, it is interesting as far as where we are. And the commissioner talked about it the other day when he did his address. And that's what a couple days ago here. But the ability to kind of get to the hoop here. But I think you'll see him, Bronny, a lot in the G League this year.
Castleton trying to go over and through.
But also has the ability to be able to post up and score in the post.
Two courts here in Las Vegas. We're going to give you an update on what's going on at the Pavilion Court here momentarily. Lakers, they started 7.
Where the Cavs were able to continually make shots, and the Lakers stalled a little bit on the offensive production from anyone else in the Laker uniform.
Lakers just 3 of
at the professional level.
Bronny on the drive loses it. Talked about seeing a lot of Bronny in the G League this upcoming season. And Bronny himself said, "We're usually draft picks that were signed, they would just be on the bench, they get their reps during practice. But now I have him on the roster for game 1.
I do too. I have him playing
there for a reason. Yeah, there you go. We talked about the other game go overtime. On this shot right here, Jalen Wilson through traffic.
Summer League is just always action going on. You can go from one gym to the other. I've been here
in Las Vegas, and matter of fact, we only play games at the Pavilion next door. Cavs playing for the final possession. Got a foul call out top.
Points for Hunter in this first half.
She wasn't going to miss it. East. And he wasn't going to miss. We're underway here in the third quarter. Again, the Lakers had an early lead in the first half, but it was the Cavs coming back off with a jumper for the Lakers.
And Dalton Connect, efficient, 5 of 9 already in this game, but looks like everything is slowed down for him.
Pretty tough defensive assignment for Bronny, the much taller Monty Bates. He had 19 points in the Lakers win last night. 2 shots here so far against the Cavs.
Thing to have to get your guy a chance, but that is flat out. They struggled, especially on the offensive end of the floor. We've seen the Lakers' energy be a little down here today.
Travers knocks down the first one. WNBA All-Star Weekend, $5,000. And Saturday night, the 20th annual All-Star Game is on ABC at 8:30.
Second playoff series that didn't allow you to be at your best. What was the biggest thing that you guys need moving forward to be able to take that next step?
Yeah, our role guys play even better as well.
We have Bobby Marks sitting alongside with the apron, second apron. From a team standpoint, what are the challenges, Mike, in being able to keep
draft picks, obviously, now? Because, those guys are on cheap contracts, and, having those guys contribute to your team is very, very important.
And, Mike, you can have playing on your roster at a lower number to go alongside all these big stars that you're paying that heavy tax for.
I mean, it's huge. Like, look, he wasn't ready, so going in the G League, playing there, getting some minutes up in the NBA here. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, even last year in the G League, you know, I mean, he's only 20 years old.
Yeah.
You know, he's in every day, and you know, unfortunately for him a little bit, you know, we have a good team and we have a lot of guys, so it's hard for him to get.
Tour is actually marrying into my family on Saturday.
Oh,
and thank you guys for giving him permission to leave and not be here for Game 5, which was
Inspired by the weekend he's got coming up.
well. He says this is easier than
Helping with the French national team in the Olympics, so like he was here the first couple games and then left early, so you know, him not being here.
start to stretch it from beyond the three-point arc. He showed that he could do that a little bit in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Evan doesn't, I don't think he realized how good.
My man Mike G there hoisting the trophy.
Lakers on the push. And a foul.
Rules, the Summer League bling. It's a nice rings too. He started, I believe, in 2022. That was the first year of the rings.
Okay.
A lot of conversation.
Because I can get what I want with the cash money.
Well, and you think about this.
It's definitely a Generation X thing. There's no way that Gen Zs are getting class rings in high school anymore, right?
No.
They probably know what the pitch here at Salt Lake City back in the day. But one player did it twice. Be a nice little tribute. Tyson with the follow away. What? Tyson challenging Brown and gets the finish and one. Tyson very Kuzi. Hey! Been able to find the mark from distance, but 8 minutes to go here in the game. Nance working over Brown.
In the paint and finish amongst the trees.
Kuzi leaves it for Brown. Summer League action after, and then Golden State and Oklahoma City. You'll see that on NBA TV, and on ESPN you have the Knicks assist for the triple-double. Were you going to answer the trivia question? The one guy who's done it twice.
So Lonzo was touted to be the next Magic as Moses. Oh, that's going to be a clear path.
Brown with the steal. We said that Lonzo Ball was the #2 overall pick by the Lakers.
Let's go. Talked about him a lot, and he ties into this game.
Brown misses the second.
See, you know what?
and the answer, the people who do know, as Bates, not Simmons, out of LSU.
And you remember Donovan Mitchell wearing the sweatshirt into a game that had the definition. Yes.
Missed what would have been his debut season.
I believe you. But from this angle, I can't see her this far away.
And they don't have a challenge anyway, so. At the rim.
That was a goaltender.
Bronny. And the crowd was waiting for Bronny to give the Lakers.
You don't think about it as such a huge play with 5:16 on the clock, but it's one of those plays that could come back to bite you.
Bronny with the left high.
Very capable of playing with both hands, and Bronny showing his dexterity as well.
Fakes back out to Nance, and he knocks it down. Off the back rim, Tyson comes down with the rebound. He's still 1 assist shy of a triple-double. Up ahead to Nance. Bates back to Nance. He's got the hot hand for Cleveland. Knocks it down again.
Nance 3.
He's got 16 points a game, 10 of them coming here in the fourth quarter. Ronnie pace here in the fourth quarter. Castleton to Connect on the backdoor cut, and the Lakers have time. Connect looking to push. 1-on-3, and he gets the foul call. On the microphone.
Michael Eaves.
BBN is in the house.
Hey.
This night that win against the Hawks, his best game of the summer, and now he's got Tyson to Bates. Back-to-back miss. Bates in the corner. Connects with the rebound. 3 consecutive.
Bates not able to dip it, catching it right in the shooting pocket, having to let it go, but give Bronny a...
And Connect gets to 20. Pretty much. The Lakers with the
defensive effort for the Lakers for the first 30 minutes of this game. They truly turned up their pressure in the fourth quarter. You saw guys flying around.